What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to discuss NFT projects with tokens attached to them, the benefits, the cons, and why I think a couple projects that we're going to talk about in this video could have a token attached to them that could do really well. Remember guys, I have a private Discord, which you can check out in the description below. We have some really cool stuff coming to the group very soon. This box you're seeing in front of you is a loot box, and every week members will be able to open said loot box for some really cool stuff inside. So if you're looking for more information, if you're looking to get involved with a very small group of quality investors that get a ton of whitelists and a ton of cool things just like this, you can check out the link in the description below. So we all know that tokens and staking and NFT projects have been around for a long time now. And a lot of tokens and a lot of different NFT projects, as we know, haven't done particularly well over the course of the year or whatever since they've been released. And I think the biggest reason for that is if you're going to release a token with an NFT project, whether you're going to airdrop said token or you're going to let people create passive yield via staking for said token, you need a reason for people to use the token, whether it's to spend something with it or buy something with it or transfer it or trade it or burn it or something. But there needs to be something there for the token to hold some sort of value outside of just pure speculation. I also think in general, NFT projects with tokens attached to them, the token is going to need support from potential big players in the ecosystem, such as exchanges like Binance and Coinbase and KuCoin and a bunch of other exchanges that could potentially provide ease of use and limit the amount of friction it takes for a random consumer to purchase said token. We all know this. The NFT space in general really struggles with frictionless opportunities where someone can come in and safely buy a token or a JPEG, whatever it is. The amount of friction that's required to download a MetaMask and sign up for this and connect your wallet to this and use this decentralized exchange and make sure it's not a fake coin and make sure it's not a fake collection, etc., is incredibly exhausting and gets people drained and rug pulled on a daily basis. So if there's support for said token on big exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, it's super easy to find. There's liquidity. You can find it on CoinGecko. You can easily search the token address, etc. So those are all going to be giant positives for any token attached to an NFT project that comes out in the future. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about Memeland and its token. So I first want to pull up this chart right here, and I'm using a website called nftflip.ai. They are a very cheap alternative to NFT nerds. If you're looking for a great option for analytics, listings, live data, etc., this is a great option, much cheaper than NFT nerds. And frankly, I like the UI and I like the font and I like how everything's laid out just a little bit better. But as you can see here on the right, you'll see a ton of different bids getting accepted because the blur farm bidding meta is in full effect. But ignore that for a second and just take a look at the chart to the right. Nothing but upside for Memeland over the course of the last couple weeks. And with this new narrative being pushed and this new speculation around the meme token and the meme coin and what that means for potential potato and captain holders, we are seeing more and more volume flood into this collection right now. So a couple really big sweeps have come through the Meme collection recently, and it's been really interesting to see. And I would like to think this is around the rumors and narrative and speculation around the meme token. I think there's three narratives that are being pushed right now. One, if you own captains or potatoes, there may be an airdrop of tokens in the future for you. Two, maybe the staking with the maps that you're generating have something to do with the token. And three, the new Hong Kong narrative with the China printing money and Hong Kong accepting cryptocurrency and making it legal, etc. I think those are all really positive narratives for Memeland in general, considering Memeland is based in Hong Kong. So we're going to look at two separate tweets here. One is saying that Memeland is based in Hong Kong, and based off of this Hong Kong bullish cryptocurrency news, it could very well be correlated with the Memeland token and potential price movements there if the Memeland token is in fact real. And so if you take a look here, on June 1st, 2023, Hong Kong will officially make crypto purchases and sales fully legal for all citizens. Expect a huge influx of big money from the East. Asian currency-based stablecoin coming out of Hong Kong will be a certainty as well. So that's very interesting, and I've been seeing more and more of this narrative when it comes around money and a bull cycle and just a bull run potentially being ignited from the East, from different Asian countries, from different countries outside of the US. Cryptocurrency, NFTs are a global market. They're a free, open market, and that makes it very interesting for different countries around the world. So even if the United States regulates crypto and NFTs into the ground, the rest of the world may not be following suit, and the United States may be left behind in certain areas of the cryptocurrency and NFT markets. We also have a tweet here from Brian Armstrong saying, America risks losing its status as the financial hub long-term with no clear regulation and a hostile environment environment towards crypto from regulators. Congress should act soon to pass clear legislation. Crypto's open to everyone in the world, and others are leading, the UK and now Hong Kong. And Brian Armstrong is quoting that tweet that I read you guys a second ago around the legality behind cryptocurrency in Hong Kong at this moment. I also think it's important to note this tweet below this tweet. This is a misunderstanding, which actually means that Hong Kong will also start to fully comply with regulations, such as requiring exchanges to operate with licenses, reviewing the types of coins listed, and prohibiting cryptocurrency advertisements. Although Hong Kong is promoting Web3, it will be even stricter than the United States at the time. So, I mean, that seems to be fairly logical in my opinion, and also not surprising whatsoever. If you're going to be a nation state or a country or something, and there's regulation and legality behind tokens, cryptocurrency, NFTs, whatever it is, there's going to be rules and laws, and exchanges aren't going to be able to list everything, and they're not going to be able to promote everything, etc. So there has to be safeguards in place to fully operate within the legal structure of said country. So I want to point out a couple very interesting things. One, pfp.com Twitter handle, which points to a link, pfp.com, and if you go to said link, we end up on the Memeland website. So this to me is super interesting. What does this mean? This could mean NFT marketplace that Memeland and its ecosystem is developing. This could also mean that the Memeland token that people are speculating on could have something to do with this website. Is it like a blur token where the token will be used to power the ecosystem and support the marketplace and the different NFT collections? Or are we overthinking this pfp.com thing and it's a little bit less exciting than that? Regardless, there are really cool things here that the Memeland ecosystem is teasing and pushing, and I think this could be really, really interesting in the next couple weeks when more information comes out about these different Twitter handles. What we'll also see here is a different Twitter handle from Memecoin by 9gag with the token symbol meme. So basically, in my head, confirming some sort of token, whether once again, it's an airdrop to captains and potato holders, or it's the maps that convert into token, or it's a passive yield staking that you get the token for staking your captains with potatoes, etc., etc. There's so much speculation here, but a lot of cool, exciting things and a bunch of different factors here between, you know, this Memeland coin page, you know, pfp.com redirecting the Memeland page, a ton of volume coming in on collections recently. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens to Memeland in the very near future. Some other interesting news that I've been hearing is potential Coinbase and Binance backing to the Memeland token. So that could mean if a Memeland token is real and does come out, that means it could get listed on Coinbase and Binance fairly quickly, which would directly relate to what I talked about earlier in this video, to where there's liquidity and less friction, more ease of use to buy, etc., etc., etc. That could also mean Coinbase and Binance buying up Memeland token to potentially provide liquidity to people looking to sell, buy, trade, etc. So a lot of exciting things here for the collection, and I think we're seeing that in its floor price. But once again, a lot of speculation, a lot of rumor, and this also directly feeds into the China and Hong Kong narrative, which people are pushing and pushing and pushing. So please be careful. Don't FOMO in all the ETH you have into Memeland at the moment. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities to get involved in Memeland's ecosystem, whether that's buying the token itself on the open market, or buying potatoes, or buying captains, or buying anything that they do in the future. If you want exposure to these NFT assets or the token that comes with them, I think you'll have plenty of time to get involved. Here's another cool tweet. The China easing narrative is not some imaginary garbage. Look at the liquidity injections China is ramping up in February. Money printer go burr in the East. Oh, sorry, US inflation, China exporting more. So once again, cryptocurrency, NFT markets, open markets, global markets. The United States is not the end all be all. It is not going to be the thing that makes or break crypto. Those assets, crypto, NFTs, are going to live on and continue to mature and evolve with or without the United States. And if China is going to be pumping liquidity and injecting liquidity into the global markets, potentially some of that money could end up in places like Hong Kong or different Eastern countries or China itself, and that money could flow into Bitcoin and Ethereum and potentially in NFTs, etc. So the more money that gets plopped into the ecosystem potentially is bullish for the overall news of the global markets. United States, obviously, interest rates are fairly high. We might see an increase of interest rates next month, etc. Inflation is a little bit sticky at the moment, didn't go down as much as some people thought it was going to in the United States. So there's almost some combating narratives here where China is easing as well as injecting liquidity, and the United States is potentially going to continue its harder stance on the markets to make sure that inflation doesn't spiral out of control in the United States. You have one thing on one side and you have something on the other side, and it's really up to the investor and your own due diligence and conviction to kind of play these markets the way you want to. And I think this just bleeds into something that I've been saying for a long time. You might as well just play both sides. So like, I'm gonna have some crypto and some assets and some investments, and I'm gonna have cash, right? So it doesn't matter which way it goes. I can still play in both sandboxes. I can still take advantage of both moments in time, and I can't lose because I've already allocated both and I don't need both either. So it really just becomes, as an investor, being able to allocate your funds in a way that makes sense for your own context and for your own financial situation, right? If I have $1,000 to play with every month, then I can play with that money however I choose. Maybe I just put $500 in cash for a rainy day. Maybe I use 250 of that other 500 and buy Ethereum. Maybe I use 250 of that other 500 and buy Bitcoin, or maybe that goes into NFTs or whatever the heck I feel. But that's the entire point. I can play in both sandboxes, and as long as my time horizon is fairly long and I have conviction and I'm bullish on this overall ecosystem overall, then the ups and downs and swings and these competing narratives don't matter too much to me, because once again, I can take advantage of both. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video around. I really hope you guys learned something today. I really hope you guys take advantage of these markets and you don't unplug completely, because obviously when it comes to different whitelists and the Blur token and potential opportunities around the markets with a bunch of different news and updates and regulation and FUD that you could be buying, etc., there's so much opportunity in this space. I want to make sure my viewers take advantage of it as much as possible. All right, guys, I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.